Yeah. So yesterday we have completed the double equal to and triple equal to. Like Coercion, we have seen how actually it works and the difference between double equal to and triple equal to. Do you have any question in that related to double equal to or triple equal to? Anyone? So basically, if someone will ask you like, what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to? So what you are going to tell them? Anyone? Yesterday I have already explained these things.
In triple equal to, we are checking the condition very strictly, and in double equal to, we are not doing that.
No, not
Means
exactly. Yesterday only I told you if you will say like that, means yesterday we have seen no that we were comparing two double equal to string two and we were getting two, sorry, true as a result, isn't it? Simply you need to answer in one line like double equal to allows coercion, means type conversion, and triple equal to doesn't. Basically both of them are comparing the values, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah, so strict equality means always you need to know, like a strict equality means it is not going to convert the type. Simply it is going to compare the values. But in double equal to, in loose equality, it is going to convert the type if both of them are not the same type. Okay, that it is going to do. And one more thing, if someone is going to ask you which one is faster, double equal to or triple equal to, then anyone? Why triple?
Because it will see first itself that means type of the.
Yeah, just it is going to check type and it will compare. It is not going to convert from one type to another type, isn't it? So obviously it will be faster, right? So I'm going to give you some expression over here. Let's say here we have empty array double equal to empty array. What will be the output? For your reference, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open that slide. One sec. So meanwhile, if you can answer, what will be the output? If it is true, then why it is true. If it is false, then why it is false. Do we have any algorithm for this statement in double equal to algorithm? Like 10 points are there. 10 points are there or not? First one is saying check the type, isn't it? If both are same, perform the triple equal to operation. Second is saying if the left hand side we have null, right hand side we have undefined, then it is true. Third is saying that if we have undefined on the left hand side and right hand side we have null, that is also true. Fourth one is saying if we have left hand side a string and right hand side what? Number. Convert that string into number. Vice versa, the fifth one. Sixth one is saying that if you have a boolean on the left hand side, okay, then and right hand side we have like number or anything. So first what you need to do, you need to perform the two number operation on that boolean. Vice versa, the sixth and seventh point is there. Eighth point is saying that if you have the object on the left hand side and right hand side we have a string, number or symbol, then convert that object into two primitive and then try to compare that. Ninth point is just opposite of the eighth. And anything apart from that, if you are going to compare, that will be false. So this is, if you will see, left hand side we have object and right side also we have object. So which condition it is satisfying? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, or 10th?
For this, we have no condition. We get false.
So which one it is falling under? 10th, no?
Yeah.
So it will be false,
So,
isn't it? Now tell me, if I'm going to write like this, what will be the output? Please go on mute, no, Anand, I think. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so here if you will see for the first condition is saying like the first rule, if type of X and type of Y both are of the same type, then apply this one, this algorithm, triple equal to.
it's written true for first condition. Both
For
type is object.
object,
Yeah.
okay. And then if the type is object, it is going to return true or not.
Yeah. For
But here we have one more thing, you know, even though if you are comparing, see, we will see that one in objects. So whenever you are going to store object, no, so that is actually not going to store your like value, it is going to store the address. So
reference address now.
yes, reference address. So for two different objects you cannot have the same address, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it will be always false. So that's why here you are getting false. And if you will check the condition here, this one is an object, this one is an object. So here the first condition is saying that, or simply we can say, you might say here like double equal to empty array. So here you have false, even though we have type is same. When it is going to check, no, over there, so this is not a number, even though if it is checking, if you'll check the triple equal to algorithm, if type of X is different from type of Y, return false. So it is not different, actually it is not type of different. Here you can see if the type of X is number, is it type of X is number? No, type of X is what? Is object. So it will go for the third one, whatever we have. Okay, whatever we have, it is going to convert that same value, non-number value, and based on that it is going to apply. So obviously it is going to return here as false because that is not a number. And object is always going to store the reference, not the exact value. So that we will see in the object section. For now, you can assume here we have two different addresses which is not equal actually. So that's why you will get what? False. But what is happening here? It is true, but how? Anyone can tell me? Because in interview they ask this type of questions always, like what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to, what is Coercion, type conversion, or what are the ways that we can explicitly convert from one type to another type. So that already we have seen like implicit conversion and explicit conversion. Here we have this one. So how it is true? What is happening? Anyone can tell me? First, tell me here, how many operators are there in this expression? How many operators? Anyone?
2.
And what are they?
Double equal to and not.
Yes. So here you have to perform the operation, but before that, what we have to check? The precedence, isn't it? So we will open the precedence table. Here, if you will check the precedence for what? Double equal to and exclamation mark, that is not. So let me check here. For this exclamation mark here, if you will see the precedence is 15. And for double equal to, if you will see, that is 9. So which one is higher? Which one is going to win? Double equal to or exclamation mark? Obviously exclamation mark, because the precedence value is higher for this one, exclamation mark. So what if you are writing like this simply? Let's say here just not and then empty bracket. What will be the output and what is happening there? Anyone? What is the use of that exclamation mark here? What actually it does? If you remember, I have already explained you about like what it will do. You remember that falsy values and truthy values? Anyone? What are the falsy values which I have explained? If you can tell me, I'll just type here. 0 is falsy. Another one?
Undefined.
Okay. Undefined is falsy. Another one?
-0,
-0 is also falsy. Another one?
not number, not a number,
Not a number is also falsy.
double quote,
Null.
null, yes,
Null and double quote is nothing but empty string. You don't say double quote, simply say empty string. Whether it is like this or this one or this template literal. Anything else? False, isn't it? So these are the falsy values, isn't it? If you are writing +0 also, that is also falsy. Anything else is there? No, total 10. So see here, whenever you are applying this not sign, no, before any operand, so it is going to just flip that value from true to false, isn't it, into Boolean. So are you able to see this value in this falsy list?
no,
So by default it is what?
false,
By default it is true only, because that is not inside that falsy list, isn't it?
yes, sir.
So if it is true by default, so it will flip the state of this one into Boolean. So what will be the output for this one?
False,
False. So simply if you are writing like this, okay, in Boolean, if you will write simply, let's say I'm going to convert this one into Boolean. Okay. So in Boolean, if you will pass this one, that is by default is what? True. And whenever you are going to perform any operation with this no exclamation mark, let's say here you have 1, so it will convert the state. So by default 1 is truthy or falsy?
true,
True. So it will actually do two things. First, it will convert into Boolean, first thing. So when you are going to convert this one into Boolean, what will happen? That will be true or false?
True, sir. Then
True. And then it is going to flip the state. So what is the output here? False. So by default, likewise, if you will try to convert this one into Boolean, so what will be the output?
true.
True. And if you will flip the state, then what will be the output?
False.
So that's what it is doing here. If you will write like this, what you are getting here? False. Isn't it? Are you getting my point, what I'm trying to say? Whenever you are using here just one negation, not exclamatory mark, whenever you are using here, it will do actually two things. First, it will try to convert into Boolean in its actual form. So here we have this one as a empty array. If you will try to convert into Boolean, that will be true, and then flip the state, whatever we have. So it will flip the state and then you will get value as false. Now tell me one thing. I'll explain you about this. But before that, tell me one thing. If I'm writing like this simply, and here we have this empty string, what will be the output? When it will convert into Boolean, what will be the output? First thing.
True.
No, first I'm saying first, if it will
First-
convert into
First it
Boolean,
is
what will
false.
False.
After that it converted into
Then
see? Instead of writing Boolean value, no, Boolean that function, if you'll write 2 times, no, this one, it will work like that Boolean function only. So assume this. Here I'm writing Boolean. Okay. Boolean function to explicitly I'm going to convert this. So this is empty, no? First, if you'll convert this empty string into Boolean, what will be the output?
false.
False. And then flip the status. It is what?
True.
So instead of doing this, instead of this Boolean, you can write 2 times exclamation mark. Okay. And then here we have what? One just for flipping that value. So what you can do simply, tell me any falsy values first. Any falsy values.
Undefined.
Undefined. Okay. Here we have undefined. If you are going to convert this one into Boolean, what you can do? Simply you can use this 2 times exclamation mark. Will work same as the Boolean function, isn't it?
Yeah.
So right now you are getting what value? False, because undefined is falsy value, isn't it? And then if you'll apply again one exclamation mark, just it is going to flip the state. What is the value right now?
True.
True. So the same thing is doing here, this exclamation mark, single exclamation mark. You can say first, whatever value you have, that will be converted into what? Boolean, and it will change its original state from true to false, false to true, isn't it? The same thing is happening in the first line. You can see what it is going to do. If you will convert this one into Boolean, you will get true, and then it will flip the status. What is the final value? Now we have that is false, isn't it? So now we have the new expression here is empty array double equal to what? False, which is true. But still we have 2 different types, isn't it? We have 2 different types or not? So it will start that algorithm from the first line. Here, if you will see, for the double equal to, type of X is same as the type of Y. Tell me, is that true? Right now here, if you'll see the new expression, type of X is same as the type of Y or not?
No.
No. So it will go for the next one. Now tell me, if the X is null, type must means first one is null or Y is undefined? It is saying check if the left hand side value is null and right hand side value is undefined. Is that true in our case?
No.
So, okay, again, it will go for the third one. It will check whether the x means left hand side value is undefined, right hand side value is null. No. So it will go for the fourth one. Check the type of x means left hand side is number and right hand side is a string. Is that true or false?
False.
False. Fifth one, if type of x is a string and type of y is number, is that true? No. Here we have object and then boolean. It will go for the sixth one. If type of x is boolean, no, we have object. And now, so here the condition is again not satisfied. Now type of y is boolean or not?
Yes.
So in this case, what it is going to do, it will convert that boolean value into what? Number, isn't it? Two number it is saying, see here, into two number. So if you'll convert this falsy value into number, what you will get?
0.
0, exactly. So here, if you'll convert this false into number, you will get what? 0. So new expression now here we have is equal to 0. Still it is true. First, we have already evaluated. Second, here, if you will see, we have already evaluated. Then here we have third one. So still type is not same, isn't it? So now again, it will start the algorithm from the beginning. If the left hand side we have object and right hand side we have number. So I'm not going one by one. So here you can see left hand side type of x is what?
Object.
And right side what we have?
0.
Either a string or number.
Number.
So number. So it is falling under which condition? Ninth one. So as per this algorithm, what it is going to do? It is going to convert that object into what? To primitive. Isn't it? It's going to convert that one into what? To primitive. So to primitive means you need to convert this one as left hand side value into to a string. Okay. So to a string, if you'll convert, what you are getting now?
Empty.
Empty string, and that is primitive or non-primitive? This is a string, so it is primitive. So it is happening like this. So then we have empty string double equal to what? Right hand side what we have?
0.
0. So this is the fourth expression here we have. And we are getting what? True. But still, if you will see how it is able to compare this one. So left hand side we have empty string, right hand side we have 0. So again, it is going to check here. So if you will see the fourth one, fifth one actually, if type of x is what? Type
String.
of x is string and type of y is?
Number.
Then convert which one? Type of x into what?
To number.
Okay. So now if you will convert this empty string into number, what you will get?
0.
So now if you will compare 0 double equal to 0, what will be the output? True. So you know, like how many steps it is, like internally it is working, how many times it is comparing, and why you are getting this value as true. Is that clear? Everyone? Is that clear or not? Means step by step I have explained you internally how JavaScript engine is converting and why it is true. If you know the rule, you can easily answer that, like how it is working. Today I was watching one video, you can check out if you want. On Udemy, one person is there, Asim Hussain, who is working for Netflix. Which company I'm saying? Netflix. And he is also not able to explain about this like correctly. because he don't know the rule. He has not checked the spec. Okay, he was explaining something like based on the result only, he was explaining like how it is working. But if you will give the different scenarios, no, as he was explaining, he will also get confused. So if you know the rule, every time based on this rule only, so JavaScript specification is the main thing. Based on that only, the browser vendor are going to develop this functionality, how actually it should work. If you will stick with this, you will never get confused, and you can answer to anyone like how it is working internally behind the scene. Is that clear? Everyone, are you able to hear me or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are done with the like double equal to and triple equal to things, but still we have something like if you want to compare, like first we have to use like single equal to. If you are using, what is the meaning of that? That is kind of
Assigning the
assignment operator. Yes, exactly. You need to assign some value into some target identifier, you can say, isn't it? If you are using two equals, so that is loose equality, or you can say abstract equality. Okay, which actually converts the type if both of them are not of the same type. Three equals, if you are using, that is nothing but a strict equality. It is not going to change or convert the type, even though if you have two different types. Based on that algorithm of that triple equal to algorithm, it is going to perform the operation and it will return you the result. We have one more thing here, that is Object.is. Object.is. So this is one method that you can use. Here you need to pass two different values. As you can see here, two arguments are there, value 1, value 2. In tooltip you can see. So if you will use not a number double equal to not a number, what you will get? We have seen that one. If you will use not a number triple equal to not a number, there false, false. Okay, but what if you have to compare actually not a number value to itself? Then you can go with this one, Object dot is. It is equal to actually 4 equals. Okay, if you are using Object dot is. So first I'm passing not a number, comma 0. That is false because not a number is not equal to what? 0. Not a number is equal to not a number. Yes, it is true. Now I'm going to pass here, when we were comparing like minus 0 is equal to 0 with triple equal to, it was giving me like this, true. See here, it is true. But exactly if you want to compare here, like minus 0 is equal to 0, then Object dot is will give you this result, false. No, it is not equal actually. So here you can compare, this one is equal to this. So here we have two different references actually, two different addresses. So two different address is never equal to, here you can see that is never same. So here you have the result as false. So you can use, instead of that, like 4 equals, you can use what? Object dot is, if you want to compare strictly. Okay. Even this one, Object dot is more strict than triple equal to. So you can use this method if you want. Then how to check whether a value is not a number? Okay, because simply if you'll use Object.is, then you can get that result. here, if I'm going to check, hey, uh, if not a number is equal to not a number, then I'm getting here true, means yes, it is equal to not a number. But how you will check exactly whether it is not a number or not? So for that, here we have one method called is not a number. Just I'm going to check here. This is predefined function in JavaScript that you can use. It is simply saying what is not a number. I'm giving here now not a number. It is giving me as true because it is a not a number. What if I'm giving here 12? 12 is a valid number. That's why it is giving me a false because it is not a number. Okay. It is comparing in case if you have just not a number value, then only it is going to return true. But see, what if I'm going to write here hello? What will be the output? It is a string or not a number or number, a valid number. Anyone?
False.
It's true. Anyone can tell me, like explain me what is happening? This is not correct, no? This is a string and I'm checking whether it is a not a number or not. And it is giving me here as a true. Anyone? See here, this is also part of Coercion. What it is doing. So when you are checking is not a number. So you are looking for what? Number. So internally, when you will pass anything which is not a number, like if you're passing an object or a string or a Boolean value, it will try to convert into what? Number. And then here we have what? Hello. Okay. So this is string. And here you can see this method is checking for not a number. So not a number also, if you will check the type of not a number is what? Not a number only. Means number. Sorry. Type of not a number, if you will check, that is also a number. So it is trying to convert first into number. So here if you will convert this one, no, hello into number, you will get not a number. So internally it is converting first into number, and after conversion it is giving me not a number. So that's why it is returning as what? True, because this is invalid number. When you will try to convert a string like this into number, you will get not a number. And then final value here we have not a number instead of this one. After conversion, it is giving me not a number. Is that clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Let me write here that one false. So here it is giving me false because if you will convert this one into number, what will be the output?
0.
And 0 is not a number or not?
The number.
0 is a valid number, not invalid number. Okay, so that's why it is giving me here false. Uh, tell me one thing here. If I'm giving simply here this empty array, what will be the output? What will happen here? Anyone can tell me? When you will try to here also the same thing. When you will try to convert this one into number, you will get what?
0.
0. Yes, 0. So the output will be what?
True.
False.
Okay.
Because here I'm checking whether it is an auto number or a valid number, isn't it? So if you are getting 0, so 0 is valid number. So obviously you will get what? False. Now here, if I'm giving just 0, then
False.
false. Why? Because if you'll convert this one no into number, what you will get? 0 only.
Zero.
So now you are understanding this, how actually it is working. So anyone can tell me, like if I'm going to convert this one into number, why I'm getting 0? Internally, directly it is not converting into number. What is happening? Here we have, this is type of what? Object. So if you'll convert this object into two primitive first, because directly anything if you have which is not a primitive value, you cannot convert from one type to another type, isn't it? So first, whenever you have any object type, what you need to do? You need to convert into what?
String.
To primitive,
Primitive.
isn't it? So if you'll convert internally, the steps I'm telling you here, what is happening? Directly it is not converting into number. So first it will check whether it is primitive or not. So it is not a primitive value. So it will convert into primitive. So after converting this one into primitive, you will get empty string. Okay. When you will convert this one into to primitive, you'll get empty string. And now we have empty string. If you will convert this value into number, what you will get? 0. So even though if you are using this plus or directly number, internally it is converting from one type to another type. It is not directly converting from object to number. Okay. So under the hood, you can see these steps are they are performing this operation. They're converting from non-primitive to primitive, and then they are trying to convert into a number. Okay. Now if they will convert into number, then they'll get 0. Fine. Now, so if you don't want the conversion, if you want to check exactly if you are getting not a number, then only means as it is value you are getting from the user or from anywhere as a result, you have to check. You have to be idle. You don't have to convert it. So then what you can do is simply Number.isNaN. Previously we were using simply isNaN. Now we have Number.isNaN. So if you will give here not a number, you are getting true. If you will give here 12, it is false. If you will give false, that is also false. If you will give here hello, what will be the output? False only. Because here it is not converting it, okay, into number. Simply it is checking whether it is an odd number or not. So in interview, if they'll ask you like what is the difference between isNaN and Number.isNaN, then what you have to tell here, same thing like double equal to and triple equal to. IsNaN is going to convert the type, okay, and after conversion, if you are getting not a number, it will return you true, else false. But not an Number.isNaN is not going to convert the type of value. Whatever it will get, if it is not a number, it will return what? True, else false. Basically, isNaN internally convert the values implicitly, you can say, and Number.isNaN is not converting. That is the basic difference. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And what if someone is going to ask you like what is not a number? Not a number is an invalid number. Okay. And when you get this invalid number, when you try to perform some illegal operation on any string and you want to convert that one into number, or let's say you have here one object and you are trying to perform some numeric operation on this one here. So internally here, what is happening? It is converting this one into number. So here for this case, it is possible to convert that into number because it will convert into two primitive. That will be a string, and then a string will be converted into what? Number. Empty string will be 0. So 0 by 2 is 0. But what if you are going to simply write here a? So if you'll convert this one into two primitive, you will get a string a, and you cannot divide a string a by 2. So that's why you are getting what? Not a number. Okay. Is that clear? Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. Any question? Anyone? Any doubt? Or anything if you want me to explain again?
Sir, is not a number and number is not a number. Where we can use normal express.
Say when you are going to perform some operation, let's say you are trying to develop a calculator, okay? And in calculator, so if you're not disabling the key, okay, instead of just number, if someone is going to type D and D plus 6, okay, so at that time, even though if you'll convert those values like those operands into number, so D plus 6, what you will get? Not a number. So not a number, at that time you can validate. So many scenarios are there. Many scenarios are there where you need to check whether it is not a number or a valid number. So then you can use to validate whether I'm getting an invalid number or valid number. Isn't it? Yeah. Now we are going to see the not equal to and not double equal to. We have seen double equal to, triple equal to. Like that, here we have not equal to. If I'm saying 2 is not equal to what? 3. That is true, isn't it? 2 is not equal to 2. That is false because 2 is equal to 2. What I'm saying here, 2 is not equal to 2. It should be true, but here it is false. Why? Because here it is converting the type. Again, if I'm saying simply here 2 is not equal to A, it is giving me as true because yes, it is not equal to A. It should also give me false. Sorry, true, but it is giving me false here because here we have a string type, here we have number type, the same thing as we have learned in double equal to. What it is going to do, it will convert the string into what? Number. Okay. And after conversion, it will check whether it is equal or not. Are you getting my point here? So whenever you are using not equal to, it will convert the value. But if you'll use not double equal to, it will not convert the value from one type to another type. Here we have a string 2 and here we have number 2, which is not equal. So that's why it is giving you as a true. Is that clear? That is the basic difference. If you are clear with the double equal to and triple equal to, you can understand this one. Not equal to and not double equal to. What is the difference? So here the same way as we have seen like double equal to, triple equal to, is nan and number.isNaN. So just here you need to remember one thing, like both of them are comparing whether it is not equal or not. Okay. So here simply it is going to check that one. Both of them are doing the same thing, but here whenever you are using not equal, it is going to convert from one type to another type, whatever value you have. Okay, as per that algorithm only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and not double equal to will not convert. As it is, you have value, it will compare. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, if I write this one something yesterday when I started this one, then only my laptop got shut down actually. So here, if I'm writing simply type of 12, you will get number. Type of false, you will get Boolean, isn't it? Types I'm getting. Okay. So some exercise we will do first here. Just tell me one thing. Now you all have to answer because just these things are relevant to that like conversion and all so we will see here. Let's say if I'm writing type of, okay, 12, what will be the output?
Number.
Fine.
Number.
12 plus this one, what will be the output? Number. Tell me one thing first.
Number.
So
Number, sir.
how actually it is going to execute this JavaScript? How actually it will execute? Tell me first what it is going to do.
The object is converted to number.
One more thing here you need to see, like how many operators are there
2
and what are they?
plus
Plus and
type of.
type of. So if you will check the priority precedence, I'm saying which one is higher? Which one is higher? Always unary operator will be higher. So here type of is the unary operator and plus is binary. So what will be the output? That's what I'm saying. So first what it will do?
It will execute type of 12.
Type.
So what will be the output here? First, for
Number.
first expression, simply number or in double quote or single quote number? That also you need to tell. Like this, no? In single quote number. Isn't it? So here you will get like this. Fine. I'm going to copy this one. Means you will get like this. Number and then you have plus this one. So what will be the output?
0.
Why 0?
Because that square bracket converted to number. Means it's
Here we have the plus operator. So for plus operator, we have the different rules.
final output is in string number.
In a string number. In a string,
Yes, just like previous.
but how?
First it converted to a type of 12 into number. Then plus
Plus
sign plus that square bracket is converted to means string. Then it's converted to number.
no, not exactly. See, first thing you need to understand, in JavaScript, we can use plus as a unary operator, as binary operator, and we can concatenate a string. Three things we can do. Okay. How many things we can do? First, we can use as a unary operator. Like if you have here this object and you want to convert this one into number, or whatever you have, you want to convert into number, you can use this one as unary operator, isn't it? Second thing, if you have two things like this, two numbers you can add. So here it is working as a arithmetic operator, isn't it? And this is binary or unary?
Binary.
Binary. Why binary? Because we are performing operation on these two operands. And here this one is showing the relation between two operands, isn't it? So this one is binary. So as you can see here, always remember these things. This is very tricky actually. So whenever you have number, it will perform what operation? Addition, arithmetic operation simply. But if you have one side, either side of a string, let's say here we have hello, okay, and you are going to add 12 in it, final result will be a string only. It will concatenate,
Concatenate.
isn't it? Are you getting my point? So what is happening here in our case, when it is converting the type of 12 into number, so simply here if you have, let's say, number, okay, and you want to add in it one object, let's say here this one, so you are getting this one what? Object in it. But when you are trying to add simply this one empty array, you are getting simple number. So what is happening when you have the left hand side something as a string, the right hand side value will be also converted into what? String only. So it will convert simply in a string. If you have any primitive value, it will be converted into what? A string. If you have non-primitive value, it will first try to convert into what? Primitive. So always primitive value, whenever you are going to convert any object into primitive, you will get what? Result as a string or number. Always a string, because to convert anything into primitive, we use which method? To-a-string method, isn't it? To-a-string operation we perform. Are you getting my point? So if you will convert this one into to-a-string, because that is non-primitive, here you will get empty string. So number plus empty string is what? Again, you will get simply number string. Is that clear? So whenever you have a string either side, means left hand side or right hand side, the another operand will be converted into what? Into a string only. That you need to always remember. But if you are using this one plus operator, then, and the same thing if you'll use with the minus, so minus is going to give you the not a number, because minus we cannot perform with what? A string. Always we have to perform this, means this minus will always show the relation between the numeric values only. So it will try to convert this string into what? Number. And if we'll convert that one into number, you will get not a number. And not a number minus anything or plus anything will be what? Not a number. Okay. Is that clear? Any confusion, any doubt? No? Now, I'm going to write here type of, okay, 23 type of hello. What will be the output? Error, or you will get any value or number, anything, anyone. Just think how anyone can tell me at least what it is going to do first, how actually this expression JavaScript is going to execute, how it will perform.
Uh, I think it just show its type only, and like a type of 23 it's number, and type of hello it is a string. It show only type string and number, means number and string.
Number and string as what?
In a
String
string,
only.
string only.
Exactly. So what it is going to do, here we have the unary operator, and here also we have unary operator. So first it will evaluate from left to right or right to left. Always right to left.
Right.
If you'll check here, the what type of, see, so right to left it is going to perform, isn't it? So here right hand side we have first what, string, okay, and then it will come here left hand side. Type of 23 is what, number. So number is also in a string, and this one is also in a string. So number and a string, it will concatenate with this. So finally what you are getting, number string. Okay, is that clear? Now I'm going to write like this, type of 12. What will be the output? Why I'm giving you this type of expression, generally in real time we do not use, but if you know the flow now in interview, if someone is going to ask you, like if you know the flow, you can explain at least how actually JavaScript engine is going to execute this one. So what will be the output?
First it get a number.
Hmm,
After that it convert it into string. Means we get a string.
a string,
It's done in the right to left. Right.
right to
First
left.
it
So
give number. After that it give a string.
exactly, so first it will check because the type of is operator. So the rightmost, it will check from the right, because precedence for this type of and this type of is same. Then it will check associativity, which is right to left. So type of 12 is what? Everyone can answer, I think now.
Yeah, it's number.
It's number. Don't say simply number. It's number in
Number
quote. That
string. Number string. Number in
so here it will be like this, number. And now type of number is what?
string.
Because this is in the form of a string, so it will return you what? A string. See, that's why you are getting here string. Okay. Now, anyone can tell me here what will be the output if I'll use here this exclamation mark? Tell me, in Boolean, if I'll check this string, it will be true or false? Immediately you can reply, this is not in the falsy list. So obviously it will be true.
It is a true.
True. So if you will flip this one, then what it will be?
False. False.
False, isn't it? Now, one more thing. We'll try something else. Let's say here we have this one, okay? Plus 5. What will be the output? Think in that way only. As I said, if you have number or a string, left hand side, right hand side, or non-primitive value or primitive value, in that way, if you will think, you can answer. Tell me, like everyone, I'm asking you, what is on the left hand side here? We have
Object we have.
object, fine, object type of value. And on the right hand side,
It's number.
Number.
can we add directly?
No.
No. Okay, fine. So what we have to do, the first step,
Object to convert to primitive.
to primitive. So if you will convert this one into two primitive, what you will get? String, empty string.
Empty string.
Now the second rule we know, either side if we have a string, what it is going to do? Concatenate. Just now we have seen. Whether we have Boolean, whether we have object, anything is there, it is going to what? Concatenate. So it will be, if you will add empty string plus 5, what will be the output? 5 in quote, isn't it?
5 in quote.
So that's what it is going to return you. Okay. Clear? Okay, fine. Now tell me one thing here. This empty array and plus empty object here we have. What will be the output?
Yeah, it's so object.
Object, why? How actually it is going to execute? You can also type in the console and you can answer me, but I'm just asking you like how exactly it is going to process. What operator we have? First, we need to see that, no? Plus operator. So plus operator we have, but right now we do have here object, here also object. So that is primitive or non-primitive?
Non-primitive.
Non-primitive. So can we add directly non-primitive values?
No.
No. So what we have to do? We have to convert the
Primitive.
non-primitive into two primitive, isn't it?
Yes.
So which one you are going to convert first? Left hand side or right hand side? So as per this binary operator, because here we have +1, from which side we need to start? Left to right or right to left?
Right
To left.
Left to right.
Right to okay.
Because this is a binary operator. If you will see here, I'll show you. So this is unary. For unary, you need to start from right to left. But here we have, let me show you that. This one. Okay. This operator only we have, no binary. For addition, we use generally, but it is it will work for what? Concatenation also. So left to right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So left hand side, what we have?
Object.
Empty array, isn't it? That is type of object. So if you'll convert that one into two primitive, what you will get?
Empty string.
Okay, empty string. So as I said, if you will get empty string, either side, what it is going to do, this plus operator?
Cascading.
concatenate it will do, no? So still, if you are going to concatenate, here we have what? Primitive or non-primitive value? Before
Non-primitive,
concatenating, you need to convert that one at least into what?
two primitive.
Two primitive. So if you will convert this one into two primitive, no? So you will get this one.
Object,
Object,
object.
object. Okay. In the form of what? A string. So empty string plus this one, you will get the same thing, isn't it? If you will add something with this empty string, you will get the same result. So now I'm going to just revert the changes here. And now I will show you whether you are getting the same result or not. Is that same or not?
Yes.
If you will think like that, you can answer anything. Okay. Now, here we have empty array plus empty object is object. What will be the output? Anyone just see here, no? Tell me one thing. 5 plus 3 is what? 8. So 3 plus 5 is what? 8. Isn't it? So if I'm writing like this one plus this one is object. So this one plus this one,
Object.
not exactly. You will get 0. But how? And the same expression, now I'm going to copy this one. Okay. Okay, that I'll show you later. Yeah. So how it is 0? Anyone? No? See what is happening actually here. JavaScript engine is assuming that this one is empty curly brace. Okay, so empty curly brace means ignore these things. There is nothing inside that curly brace. And here you have now what? This one, empty array. And this is working as now unary operator. So if you'll use this plus before anything, that will convert into what?
Number.
Number.
So it is converting into number.
Yeah, yesterday you told.
Yes. Yeah, yesterday also I explained this one. So how it is working, you can see. So in interview, they ask this type of question only, whether you know the process actually, how it is happening internally or not. So that's why they ask this type of tricky questions. Okay. Now we will see some other examples as well. Let's see here we have this one plus 0 plus false into hello. So what will be the output now? Just this is question of operator precedence and type conversion, nothing else. Tell me first what JavaScript engine is going to do here? First thing. Anyone?
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Are you sure? Tell me first, how many operators are there? One by one, from left to right.
4 operators, sir.
4 operators. And what are them?
Plus, not, plus, into.
So if you will check the precedence, which one is higher?
Plus,
Plus
Multiplication.
No multiplication.
yes,
multiplication?
But before to that bracket.
No, this is the only expression. In this only you need to tell me like which one is higher. See, you said 4 operators and you are missing the main one. How about this?
Not.
Exclamation mark, no? So that is unary operator or binary operator?
Unity.
Unary, because it is going to just perform the operation on 0, isn't it? So the first operation here it is going to perform. Now tell me one thing, what will be the output? Means now at least I have given you here the hint. If you can, anyone? Randomly means I also don't know. I have simply written here this expression.
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, will be able to clear the interview if interview is asking this type of question? Because it's looking very tough kind of.
Actually, they ask this type of question. That's why I told you, like if you know the operator
There's
precedence,
lots of confusion is there, right?
why means each and everything I'm explaining like one by one, no?
Yeah, but every time I mean remembering all the concept at a time, no. So it's
Yeah, that's why I asked you, like whatever I'm explaining you on the next day or at least in that week, if you will revise that, no? Or you have to practice a lot, because I know these things, how actually this is going to work internally. If you'll give me any expression, I can answer it right now. That is easy for me, but I can understand, as you are saying, like if interviewer will ask like this, how to answer that. So if you know the basic rules for operators, operator precedence, associativity, type conversion, I'm not asking like any rocket science here. I have explained you about all those rules. And here I'm asking just simple question of operators. So see, normally the JavaScript teacher is going to teach you the arithmetic operation, a plus b, that is easy. Anyone can remember that one, isn't it? But in the complex application, if you're going to develop any API, if you're going to render like some request from the backend, at that time you will have like the data in the form of object. So you need to do some operations. Sometimes you will get some error and you won't be able to identify why it is happening. Sometimes because of this implicit coercion and something like it is happening, like here you're not able to identify whether it is adding this and what you are getting. So at the time you won't be able to track that, why it is happening, why it is giving me this result. So that's why I'm explaining these things. Okay, so I know this is very difficult, but if you know the rules, whatever I have taught you, you can answer. Like anyone is asking, no, at that time you can answer at that time only. Here I'll explain you these things. It is not like out of syllabus question, whatever I have taught you. The same thing is related to coercion and operator precedence and associativity, nothing else. But
So
they
just
ask
can
like
you
this.
try step by step? Just
Yes, you can try. Tell me, no, how
first,
actually it is going to
uh,
do.
first not operation will be performed because
Okay,
it's unary.
so the final expression will be like this, isn't it? Plus, so if it will perform not operation, what you will get?
Then it's for true.
True, because here we have this one as falsy value. So it will
And
convert into
exactly,
Boolean.
Boolean.
So opposite. So what it will be?
True.
True. Plus we have now here false into what we have?
Hello. That
Hello.
it's
Now
not a number. Then perform false into hello means because false into anything means just like it's a not a number. Then
false
this
into
thing
anything.
anything in the string.
Yes. So that will be not a number. Exactly.
Yes.
So here we have this
Then
one.
third one
1 second. True. Then we have plus. So here the first in this one, first operation it is going to perform on this one. So here we have Boolean type, here we have a string type. So it will try to convert both of them into what? Number. So first, when we have Boolean, let's say as per that rule which we have seen, so Boolean will be converted into what?
number. It's
0
zero.
into, okay, and here we have hello. If you'll try to convert this one into number, what you will get? Not a number, isn't it? And not a number minus not a number or anything, you will get what?
Not a number.
Not a number. So now we have this one. Okay.
Then finally in string true not a number.
So now what will be the next step here? From which side it is going to perform the operation? Here we have plus, here we have plus operator. So both are the binary plus operator. So precedence is same. Then it will check what? Associativity. From left to right, we have to perform the operation or right to left. Okay. So what it is going to do is here we have left side a non-primitive value that will be converted into two primitive as a empty string plus true and then plus not a number, isn't it? Now the next step will be here empty string plus true will be what?
In string true.
In a string true. Okay. And then plus what? Not a number. Finally, what we will have here?
In string true and none.
True. Like this, it should be. So we will try that one. Okay. Whether it is same or not. Same. Isn't it? So whenever you have expression, just like you need to evaluate like this only. Just you need to check the precedence. Then you have to check the associativity. You need to take care of all those things like type conversion and all. Now you know the rules. Okay. Isn't it? Now tell me one thing. Here we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to use 2 exclamation marks. And here also I'm going to use this one. What will be the output? Let's make this one simple for now. Empty string only. Sorry, empty array only. So tell me like how it is going to proceed. Anyone? How it will start executing JavaScript engine? Anyone can answer? Go step by step. Check here how many operators are there.
Six operator.
6 or 7?
7.
7 operators are there. Exactly.
Not.
So total 7 operators are there. So how many unary operators are there? How many binary operators are there?
3.
There is three.
3 is what? Unary or binary?
Binary 3 plus
Binary 3. See here.
4.
So 1, 2. 2 are binary. Sorry, unary here. 3 is unary. 4 unary. Now binary. 1, 2, and 3. So first, from unary and binary, which one is as a precedence? If you will check, which one is higher precedence?
union.
Operator?
Union.
Unary. And for unary, what is the associativity? Left to right or right to left?
Left to right.
Right to left.
Right to left. Yeah.
For unary, we have right to left associativity always. So right to left means first right here, isn't it?
Yes.
If you will convert this one here, what will be the output for this expression? Simply if you are writing not hello. What will be the output? If I'm writing simply not hello, what is the output?
Only for not hello, right?
Yes, I'm asking for this
Uh,
one only first.
False.
False. Why false? Because first it will convert this one into Boolean. So if you'll see, this is not in the falsy list. So it is what?
String.
True or false?
It's a true,
True.
sir.
True.
And then flip the status.
False.
False, isn't it?
Yeah.
So instead of this, we can write now false.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the next one? Here we have. This is the rightmost one right now. If you will talk about what? The unary operator.
True.
So if you'll convert this one, what will be the output?
True.
True.
True. Okay. Now, how about this one? Rightmost. Okay. Rightmost. First, it is going to perform here what operation?
Not up.
Not empty array. So what will be the output? So this is, tell me simply, empty array is true or false?
It's true.
True, because that is not in the falsy list, isn't it? So if you are going to write this one, not empty array, what will be the output?
False.
False. And now we left with this one. So what will be the output here? It will convert this one into
True.
true. Now here we have this expression. Tell me what will be the output. Check again the precedence here.
Multiplication.
So if you are going to multiply false into false, is that correct? There's no way that you can directly multiply. So first internally JavaScript engine is going to convert that false value into what? Number, because this multiplication we can perform on what? Numbers only, no? So false will be 0. This false will be also 0. So 0 into 0 is
0.
0. Now we have what here? True plus 0.
Answer is
So
2.
because here we have now, we do not have a string. True plus true we cannot add. So it will convert into what?
Number.
Number. So true is 1 and this one is also 1. So final result is what?
2.
So, oh, oh my God. Oh, there was like this, no? Plus, I think 0 plus false into false, like that. No.
No, sir. Not hello, sir.
Here we
False into not hello.
not this one, no? Hello. So we are getting here what?
True.
2. So now I think you can, even if anyone is giving you a complex expression, you can just think in your mind how it is going to work. You need to evaluate and you can answer them, no? Isn't it?
Yes,
One
sir.
or two we will try. Let's say here we have plus what will be the output? Error, or it is correct if you'll get some number or any string. What you will get?
True, because plus square bracket is 0 and exactly opposite it's true.
Right. So you will get true because here, so first this one is also unary operator, no? And this one is also unary operator. So the rightmost you have to check first. So plus, and then empty array will be 0. And if you will write not and 0, it will just reverse that value into Boolean. So that is true, isn't it? So sometimes if you're not aware of these things, by seeing that you will say, hey, this question is wrong, isn't it? If you're not aware of these things. Now, if I'll add here plus before that exclamation mark, what will be the output? Before exclamation mark, if I'll add plus, what will be the output?
1.
1, exactly, because right now we have the Boolean result true. We can convert that Boolean result into number. So that is 1. Now, before that plus, if I'll add tilde mark, that complement mark we have seen, no? What will be the output? The formula was n plus 1 whole minus. Is
Which
minus
one, sir?
complement operator, this one.
Okay, then minus 2.
Minus 2, exactly. So if we'll add here this one, we'll get minus 2. If someone will give you like this, and if you are not aware of these things, how actually it works, you might be thinking like this is like a typo, or this is wrong expression, we cannot evaluate, isn't it? So just you need to think like that, how it is working. And now tell me one thing, if I'll give here plus plus after this, what will be the output? Plus plus. It will give me error. Okay, but why it is giving me error? Anyone can tell me? Because we cannot increment directly values. If you remember, I have told you already. You can
Yes, we have to
increment the
assign.
yeah, assign it somewhere in an identifier, and then you can increment it. Okay, isn't it? So that's why here you are getting error. Now, any one of you can tell me if the any like complex expression I will write, and everyone will try that one, the last one. Any complex expression. Randomly tell me something. So I'll try to check that one. If you know the rule, you can answer whatever expression interviewer is going to ask. Let's say, tell me one thing. I'm only going to ask. Here we have what will be the output? Anyone? Try this one. First, what is going to happen here? This is very simple, no?
Only binary is there. So into will start.
The first operation here you need to perform here because the multiplication. All the operators are binary operators, first thing, and we have plus and multiplication. So if you will perform on this one, 3 into nothing, what you will get?
Not a number.
Not a number. So here you will get not a number. Okay. Now, what is the next? Here, here, and here we have plus operators. So left to right, it will concatenate B plus A. Okay. And then we'll have BA as a string, then BA plus NAN, and finally A. So what you will get?
Banana.
Exactly. So here you will get this one. Clear? If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll start with the functions. Okay. And before that, I'm just going to check here. Let me downloads. I think that is there. What we have covered yet, that we will see. We are done with the introduction to JavaScript, introduction to programming, about JavaScript language behavior, keywords and reserved words, variable or identifier and its naming conventions. Data types also we have seen, values and its types in JavaScript we have seen, operand, operator, expression, instruction and a statement, comments also we have seen, types of operators also we are done with this, conditional statement is done, control statement is done, difference between undefined and undeclared, that is also done. Type of errors we have not seen. Okay, but here we have seen this one, coercion, that is type conversion, isn't it? And equality also we are done. Okay, So most probably not today. Tomorrow I'm going to start with the function. Where's that? I'll start with the function, then scope, hosting and shadowing we will see, and we'll see about the types of errors also in JavaScript. So these are the basic things, the fundamentals. If you are able to understand, no, the JavaScript is very easy. If you'll get confused here, then like when I'll start the array and like objects, it will be confusing actually. So before starting that, I would ask you, like, if you can just go through that my previous videos about that operators, coercion and everything, like fundamentals, how to uh, work with the identifiers and the naming convention of that one. So that will be actually easier to understand the rest of the part here, whatever we have. So these are the basic things that you need to understand. The main thing was here, as you can see, the equality and coercion, and we will see validate and constant. So till here, if you will see, no, till closure, these things are very important from the beginning. So tomorrow I'll start that function and scopes. We'll try to cover. After that, I think tomorrow I cannot start scope. Most probably I'll try to complete this function, because function is also a huge topic. So many types are there in functions, and function and types of errors in JavaScript we will see tomorrow. Post that, from Monday, I think I'm going to start the scope and how it works, how JavaScript engine works, how actually it is going to execute the code. Then we'll see what is call stack, execution context, global scopes, heap, everything we will see. Okay, so these are the main things. An interview, they ask from here only mainly, and after that, like deep copy, shallow copy, so many things are there. If you are done with this JS, no, I think you will be able to like give any interview related to JavaScript. Okay, so any question if you have from JS right now, you can ask whatever we have covered yet.
Sir, can you explain not empty array once?
Not empty array.
Yes.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So see here. First thing you need to remember here, this one is unary operator or binary operators are there?
Unary.
Unary. How many operators are there?
Two.
Two. Fine. So precedence is same right now because we have the same type of operator, isn't it?
Yes.
So what we have to check now? Associativity, isn't it?
Yes.
So associativity, if you will check for the not operator, so here we have this one, not, no? Associativity is left to right or right to left?
Right to left.
Okay, fine. So one by one only you can proceed with this, no? So right to left means the rightmost one, whatever we have, that we will perform first. So first one, what we have?
Not empty array.
Not empty array means what? It will give you what? As I said, first it will convert into Boolean. So if you will see, this empty array is of true the value or falsy? True the, because this is not in that list. Like the falsy values are 0, -0, +0, empty string, and we have null, undefined, false, isn't it? Not a number. So these are the falsy values. But here, this one is what? True the value. If you'll convert this one into Boolean, you will get what?
True.
This one is true. So first it is going to convert into Boolean. So that is what? True. And it is just flipping here. True to what? False. The first thing it will do. What you are getting now? False.
False.
And we left with one operator. The first operator is converting into what? False. And then again it is here, you can see is already in Boolean. So just it will flip the status. So what you will get?
True.
True. So that's why here, we have not empty array is true. Clear?
Empty array will be 1.
No, no. So empty array will be 1. It is not like that. When you will get 1, when you will try to convert into number. And if you will convert simply empty array into number, you will get 0, not 1. Okay. So simply see here. If you have empty array, okay, empty array. Right now, in which form it is? Tell me first. Object or number or a string?
Object.
Object. So if you will convert this one into Boolean, what you will get? True or false? Simple, no? So simple. Just you need to check that true or falsy list. Falsy list just you need to check. If it is not there, obviously it is true. Is it there?
No.
No. So it is true or false?
True. True.
True. So if you will convert this one into Boolean, what you will get? True. So this is the Boolean value that you are getting as true. But when you will get 1, when you will try to convert this one into number, then you will get 1.
Okay. 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 Got it.
Yeah.